Hello, thank you so much for joining me here today. Welcome to the homestead. If you're new here, this channel is all about homesteading in a frugal way. We're a large family, we love to grow our own food, we love foraging, we love getting out in nature as we are right now, and we love doing all of this in as frugal a way as possible. So yeah, join us on the channel, and if you haven't done so already, please give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. It really is so great to have you here on the channel. So today we're actually on holiday. We are on holiday in the Yorkshire Dales in England, and it is at the moment England's green and pleasant land. I will spin you around in a minute, but today I'm going to talk to you mostly about water conservation. We really need to get a grip, guys. There is a drought going on. Just seeing it up here has been a real shock. We really need to start learning how to save water, because this is serious. And to see this precious resource running as low as it is quite a worry. So I thought today what I'd do is just share a few of the hints and tips as to what we do as a family to save water. We do it just for being frugal, as you know, but I've always been mindful. We live in the east of England, which is a very dry part of the country anyway, so we have less than average rainfall. So we're always trying to think of ways to save water. So without further ado, we'll get straight into the video and I'll give you some of my tips. So I will see you in a moment.
One of the things I want to talk about while I'm here is how we save water. It's been really noticeable whilst we're here how much we're in a bit of a situation at the minute. These rocks that I'm sitting on are usually barely visible above the water. And there's a waterfall up there, and we've noticed it all around that the water levels are really low. And back where we are, we haven't had any rain now for a few months, and it looks like it's only about a 20 to 30% chance of rain in the next 48 hours, and then it's 2 days worth of drought again. So I just thought I'd give you a few tips on some of the things that we do. Tip number one, obviously get yourself your water butts for when it does rain, to catch all that winter rain, and that's just absolutely key and essential for everybody that can have water butts. Tip number two, obviously only wash up when you need to wash up. Make sure you've got a full load to wash up, and use as little as you possibly can. 3, when you're boiling a kettle, as I've shown you in previous videos, only fill up what you need for your cup of water. Don't waste the water, don't waste the energy at the same time, but don't waste the water for that. Tip number 4, so when you're washing your hands and things through the day, keep your washing up bowl in your sink. So when you're washing your hands, or if you've got vegetables to wash or anything like that, you're catching that water, and you can use that either to flush the loo or water plants that are non-edible. And obviously you're washing up water, as long as it's not too greasy, use that as well for that same sort of thing. Number 5, talking about the toilet, don't flush the loo every time. There is that old saying, if it's pee, leave it be. If it's poo, flush the loo. And certainly the children in our house seem to think if it's poo, don't flush the loo as well. But anyway, don't flush the loo as much. Tip number 6, so it's to do with baths and showers. So when you're having a bath, if your children are having a bath, we use the same water for the children. They're still young enough for that. We then also have a jug by the bath, and we use that to fill the toilet system with afterwards. I tend to now It's partly because our shower's broken, but actually I've discovered it does save us a bit of water. I tend to have a bath in the morning and I have it really shallow. And actually it's so shallow that I'm using less water in that than I am for the shower, and I'm reusing the water. And another thing, when you're brushing your teeth, don't run the tap. But equally, don't just keep turning the tap on and off. Just get a small cup of water, put a bit of water in there and use that. That's all you need, because then if you keep turning your tap on and off, you're damaging the washers and making the lifetime of the tap last less. So just have a cup of water for brushing your teeth. And I've lost where I've got to. I think that was number 6 or number 7. I think it was number 7. Okay, I will come back to you with some more tips in a short while, perhaps a bit further on the walk, but this has really hit it home how desperate the situation for water is, because this is an incredibly wet place usually, and the fact that all the waterfalls and all the little streams that run down off the hillside that are usually running all the time are drying up. And even since we've been here, we're noticing the water levels are dropping. So yeah, this is not a good situation. This may seem like a lot of water to people, but it really isn't. So we really need to wake up to this and yeah, try and conserve water wherever we can.
So tip number 8, think about your washing machine and your clothes. Do they really need a wash? Do we need to wash our clothes every single day? I don't think we do. And can you sponge something? So one of the other ways that we like to save water, so this is when we're in the garden. When you're gardening, water, I find if you water early in the morning, really early in the morning, that seems to be the best way. The plants are nice and cool, so they can really take up that moisture. Whereas I find if you water at the end of the day, they're so hot that you put the water on and it just evaporates. They just suck it all up and then it's gone. Whereas in the morning, they're much cooler and they can really take advantage of that water. Yeah, so another thing is make sure you mulch to really keep that moisture in. So make sure you mulch to keep that moisture in. That's really important. So we've just got to another spot here behind me, completely dry. We're finding this all the way along. These are, I don't think I've ever known these to be this dry. And these are all what are feeding our rivers. So yeah, we need to take this seriously, guys. And right on cue, just as I start talking about saving water, a few spits of rain have just started. So hopefully we'll get back before the storms. We need to really look after this precious resource that we've got and not waste it in any way, shape or form. Without it, we're pretty stuffed. Thank you so much for watching me here today. I really appreciate you following me on the channel. If you haven't done so already, please don't forget to subscribe. I really do appreciate it, and give me a thumbs up. It really helps the channel to grow. And until next time, bye.